This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Eddie Hearn, he spoke to the DAZN boxing show. And of course, he was asked a question about the reported rumours that Anthony Joshua versus Oleksandr Usyk, the rematch, will in fact be on Sky Sports, as far as the UK broadcaster is concerned. Eddie Hearn sounds very bitter when he says this. We work in a spiteful business where people make decisions not based on business logic, but based on ego and bravado, blocking and stopping. That's the game we're in. Eddie Hearn's response to that. Now, is he correct that boxing is based on ego and bravado? Yes. And who's at the forefront of that? You are, Eddie. You are. Now, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with having an ego and creating some bravado. I mean, that's what promoters are supposed to do, right? But he is correct. Boxing is a spiteful business, no doubt. And, you know, I see it myself. People in boxing, they'll ask for favours, but, you try and ask for something back. They don't want to know. Suddenly they go radio silent. Okay? That's boxing for you. So imagine what it's like if you're actually a promoter or a manager, okay, working with each other's egos. All right? Now, is he saying that Sky Sports have only acquired the Anthony Joshua Oleksandr Usyk rematch fight just out of spite and it's not good business logic? Well, look at it this way. Do you think Sky Sports want to just throw money at this fight and not make any money back? Of course not. This is a business decision. Of course it is. Sky Sports, are they going to pay over the odds for certain things? Well, of course. Of course. But at the same time, have Sky Sports acquired this fight as another way to poke a finger in the eye of Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn left them to go exclusively with DAZN? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But at the same time, it is business. And Eddie Hearn knows this. Why do you think that people like the PBC and that don't want to work with Eddie Hearn? Because of certain things that he said and certain things that it is that he's done. That's why people over at the PBC don't particularly like Eddie Hearn. Bob Arum don't like Eddie Hearn. Frank Warren don't like Eddie Hearn. In fact, I don't know any promoters who do actually like Eddie Hearn. I don't. But at the same time, does it matter? Not really. Can I care less? No, not really. Because as long as they all put on good fight nights, I'm cool with it. But you do have to put ego and spitefulness and self-centeredness and whatever else to one side and make decisions on business. And that means working together sometimes. It does. But yeah, it's very two-faced of Eddie to call Sky Sports spiteful and whatever else. Why? Because they won the rights to show that fight. You sold the TV broadcasting rights to the Saudis and they can do with it whatever they want. If you didn't want that, then you could have said, well, let's sell the rights, but in America and the UK, we want DAZN to have it. You could have worked that into the contract, but you didn't, because you thought the Saudis were going to automatically choose DAZN. That's why. And now he's throwing his toys out the pram. But I wanted it. Adam Smith, Ed Robinson, Sky, what did you do? But I wanted it. That's not fair. Yeah, but I wanted it. That's what he's sounding like. He sounded like a crybaby. Of course he wanted that fight. Of course he would. Of course he did. But Sky Sports want to show that fight. Sky Sports are rebuilding. Sky Sports need to be relevant. And the best way for them to be relevant, outside of building like their own stable and putting on their own shows, is to keep on having Joshua fights. But going forward after this one, Joshua will be exclusive with DAZN and will not be fighting on Sky Sports or BT Sport or any other platform other than DAZN. Unless, of course, Joshua becomes a champion again at some point and Eddie Hearn loses yet another purse bid, then, of course, that fight can be shown on any other platform. Hey, this is the nature of the beast when it comes to boxing. But, yeah, I think Eddie Hearn is absolutely correct. There is some spitefulness going on there, I'm sure there is, and rightfully so. Eddie Hearn said for a longest time he fully expects to extend his deal with Sky Sports, then ultimately did a complete U-turn and would jump ship and went over to DAZN, which I feel left Sky Sports in a real position of, what the hell? Because they believed him. At the end of the day, Eddie Hearn, he's been laughing and joking and looking down on everybody for so long now. He doesn't really like it when people do it back to him, does he? He doesn't like it when other people are actually competing with him. He says that he loves competition, he relishes it. Yeah, it's very easy to say when you don't really have any competition. But now Sky Sports are giving him competition and are throwing money around more than it appears that Eddie Hearn has got at DAZN. That's really going to get right up the bumhole of Eddie Hearn, is it not? Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.